arrive at an integrated Panzer force, armed force. The Panzer I, largely, it's almost fair to say it was largely a propaganda vehicle. It looked very, very good on film, wasn't particularly effective on the battlefield. The Panzer II, very much a reconnaissance vehicle, small, light, fast armed with a 20mm cannon. It was a Panzer III here, which was the main gun tank of the German army in the early years of World War II. Initially designed in 1935, the intention was to fit it with a very hefty 50mm gun. Now the one you can see coming up behind me here is actually mounting a 50mm. The problem the Germans had was that they had a lot of capacity for reducing their standard anti-tank gun, the 37mm. So very early versions of the Panzer III were armed with a 37mm, and only latterly was it fitted with a 50mm. And in that, it really shows us the virtue of the Panzer III as a design. It was a very adaptable design. It's not particularly heavily armoured. The initial ones only had maximum armour of around about 30mm. That's nothing in comparison to some of the vehicles you've already seen. When you consider that the Tiger tank had armour of well over 100mm, the 30mm armour defence wasn't very great. The thing about the Panzer III was it could be upgraded. The gun could be upgraded from a 37 to a 50mm. Extra armour could be added as she comes round here. You'll notice the armour bolted on the front. This was the tank that, of course, by the invasion of Russia by Operation Barbarossa, the Mark III was becoming a little bit outdated. The original is one of the tanks she would have faced in the Western Desert. This is the M3A1. The first American tank we saw combat in World War II. Sent out to the Western Desert, July of 1941, in time for Operation Crusader. Notice Stuart, the alphanumeric designations of American tanks. So he simply said at one point, for goodness sake, why don't they use the names? So we tended to name American tanks after very. That's the hunting from Stuart. Right away from the end of the war, the M3 and the upgraded version of the M5. So a very impressive bit of kit, still in use, used right for more than 40 times. I've never seen one of these move before. This is the M3 Grant. This is the tank in a sense that the Americans wanted to build. They started out building the Stuart, because that's what they were told up to build, smaller armoured vehicles. This was the medium tank that they wanted to build, but it produced its own problems. They knew they needed to have a bigger gun than the 37mm on Stuart. What they didn't have was a turret that was capable of taking it. So what we've got here, very much a big turret. The idea very much M4 Sherman.
What we're looking at here is an M4A2E8 76W. How the hell do all that mean? What you're looking at is a vehicle. The ones that are done 60 million for that wires.
Ground, put a tent up, put your pocket in that. to get a bit of grip to drive our house together.
The answer was, why don't we come in with our own tank program? So instead of building British tanks in America, Britain decided to say, yeah, okay, we'll pay for buying Sherman tanks, Grant tanks in Italy, and just as we run out of money, Roosevelt managed to pass the Lend-Lease Act. So fantastic bit of kit there with the, down the far end there, with that Sherman tank. The other place we built tanks in World War II, I say we ordered off the Canadians. Could they build, first of all they built a Ram tank, and then they built a version of the Sherman called the Grizzly. The Americans could build so many Sherman tanks, they stopped building the Grizzly, and they end up using the production line in Canada for making these. This is self-propelled artillery, this is the Sexton. It's a British 25-pounder, or basically, if you look at the hull below, it looks very much like a Sherman. It's being built in Canada using a number of American parts.
Vehicles in this part of the survey. The first one I'm going to talk about is what just pulled it around to the front of it. That is a crack tank, that's the M24 Chaffee. It's an French army, in fact, fighting war in Indochina, and they established a base, and a series of bases in their food, which was intended to be. Now the vehicle that has pulled in behind me is one of the two most two most important vehicles of World War II. The other one, I think, is the M4 Sherman.